Mm. Oh. Help me, Jesus, please. Help me. Mm. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God. Oh. Mm. Mm. Everything is falling apart. It is just, the cookie is completely crumbled. There are no crumbs left. Oh, it hurts. Everything I ever wanted. I wanted to be a true child of God. I wanted to be a true servant of God and Jesus. I wanted to be a good wife, a Proverbs wife. I wanted to be the one that kept the house clean, the kids, everything, the meals. I wanted, can the garden vegetables, mend the clothes. I'm not perfect. I have made mistakes. I have made mistakes. I am not perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect. I never have claimed to be perfect. I have made mistakes, and I have been open about my mistakes. I've said, hey, I did this. Hey, I did this. This is wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I've owned up. Oh, when my family was sick, I took care of them. I did. It was hard with the twins, with the baby, all of them. They were so premature. And their medications, everything had to be precise. And I love my kids. I do. I've always wanted to be a wife and a mother. Always wanted to be a wife and a mother. Oh. I've I've not really had much emotional support or in 2008 when I'd had a seizure, major maxillofacial surgery. I had to depend on my mom, and she was supposed to watch the baby, and she goes all the way up to Tulsa, and then has to be in a public appearance, and then my child gets left in a hot car by my sister. At the hotel, the baby does live, the whole thing. I've never had nobody I can depend on when I can't help it that I don't feel good. My body has been through a lot. And yes, my baby lived, and I'm so grateful for that. And he's an adult now. He's 18. And But it hurt the family. It hurt the family. It hurt the family. And them two got off scot-free. And then they still, and it continued to hurt the family. And nobody seems to realize the damage that's been done. My mom don't take up for children. I was ousted out because I spoke out against things that's happening in the family, things that was going on, and children should be protected. I was baptized at 14, disfellowshipped at 17, and everything I ever knew, everybody I ever knew, during the hardest parts of my life, these people, they just disappear. They shun you. They disfellowship you. And it's not bitterness, it's hurt, it's hurt, it's hurt, it's hurt. It's so competitive, they say it's not bitterness. I don't go around saying, oh, I don't. Yesterday I was in so much pain, but I could not look that I was in pain because I could be in the eyes of scrutiny. I'm so tired of just being a project to people. I'm just an object to just discard and throw away. When I needed help, where was my help? When my mother was supposed to be she's supposed to be taking care of me. She was getting paid. She didn't go with me to the doctor. She didn't go with me to the hospitals one time. And it was service before, during, and after. And I could not physically do it. I was so sick. And she said, I'll never do it again. You're not running my schedule. And you're not a burden. You're not going to be a burden to me. You're not going to be a burden to me. I didn't ask for you, and I didn't ask for this. I got so many text messages of her. She's going to kill herself because of this. And it's just over and over and over. And it's just too much. And she told me. I was diagnosed with lung cancer. And that's still crazy and bizarre. We do know I have muscular sclerosis types 1 and 2, Ehlers-Danlos vascular, chronic regional pain syndrome because of these surgeries. I've had genetic testing. Chronic regional pain syndrome's not in. What I'm trying to tell you is I have so many things that they call diseases because of how severely painful. Chronic regional pain syndrome. The sheath of your nerves, it's literally disintegrated and gone. Like the amount of pain I'm in, and like my head burns constantly. I don't go around telling people I'm hurting. I've been up most of the night because of pain. I don't, but sometimes I will once in a while say, look, I'm in pain, I can't do it. I'm tired, I can't do it. And then it gets out against me. Moms are supposed to do this. That mom has 2 kids and adopted 2 more, and she never complains. I'm not trying to complain. I'm trying to tell you my body won't do it. It just won't. It won't. I have had 6 rounds of CPR. Do you know what that does to a body? Please. The amount of times my head's been without oxygen, it's not. Feel sorry for me. I need some empathy. I do. There really isn't any. I'm telling you, there is not. Oh, the amount of I'm hated, the amount of I'm a project. Oh, the amount of people wanting so much credit. Oh, I'm getting your groceries for you. Thank you for picking up the potatoes at the church. I appreciate you. But please don't tell people you're getting my groceries because they're like, look at you. We know everybody's taking care. No, they're not. Stop. People are wanting so much credit for such little effort. Okay? I'm not putting you down. I'm thankful for it. What I'm trying to say is little things, okay? Yes, I was given 2 pounds of lentils and 2 pounds of dried beans and 2 pounds of, but that is not, I'm buying your groceries. Like, people are like, stop. Even now, stop. Stop. If that's what you're doing, stop. I'm not your project, and I'm not an object for you to go around and say, look what I'm doing. I'm tired of this. I give credit where credit is due, and I can read people's energy. I've been ousted out. I've been shunned so much. And at the hardest points of my life, people have just vanished, going through the whole pain pump. No one even cares to do any research or to even consider. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. And I know I made mistakes during that pain pump. People don't seem to realize how hard I was trying just to survive. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not a fifth wheel and I'm not a pawn. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Oh, I'm tired of it. Oh. I always wanted to be a mother and a wife, and I poured everything into keeping the kids alive and everything, all my energy into the house, the home, taking care of the kids, learning about, psychology, different things, early education. Oh, through the brain surgeries, through the cesarean deliveries, through more brain surgeries, through all kinds. You have no idea what my body's been through. I've had lung embolisms. I've had this, my 5th port. And I'm not one that says, oh, my poor this, oh, my poor that. I've been mocked so much. And that's by people in churches, in Bible places. They don't care. I've not had a true friend that cared. I didn't. I've had people that just play games. I'm so tired of games. I'm tired of it. And I know during the pain pump I made serious mistakes. Before the pain pump, why do you think I tried to have a family therapist? Because when you've had the brain surgeries and surviving brain aneurysms and I tried to make sure I had somebody to talk to, because I'm like, hey, I'm overwhelmed on this part. I don't know what to do, and then it was create your own create what matters most. If it's not and this is your Bible. Always respect your Bible. You can have your boundaries. This is your Bible. That's their Bible. Stay in your Bible. Stay in your lane. Okay? If it's not something that's worth, you know, arguing or whatever over with the kids, you know, this, and kids don't need a whole bunch of discipline. They need some structure. But, you know what I mean? I didn't go around beating on my kids. I didn't. I love these kids. I practically worship these kids. And then when I got sick, I needed help, and I didn't get the help that I needed. I didn't have the support. I had no one. And yes, I have talked to my husband and been like, hey, you know, with the 5 kids, and y'all, I got down to 82 pounds. I was so sick. I was very sick. And him and Justin, my oldest, they had seen how my mom had just gouged in, and when she went to clean this wound, that she was getting paid, and neither one of them can handle it. Finally, Justin witnessed it 2 other times, and then Chesley witnessed it, and he said that's it. So he took over for 2 years, and he was getting paid. Okay? And there was nurses coming in and things like that. I was at home all day by myself with the family, trying to, you know, homeschooling. Everybody was hungry, you know, trying to keep the dishes clean. The kid, you know, it was hard. It was hard. It was hard. And I didn't really have help. I did not. There's people saying they did. And my mother's the main one. She did not do what she said she did. And it was so overwhelming. It was so hard. And I love my kids. It's not their fault either. It's not. I'm telling you, though, as a mom, when you need help and you don't have no help, none. And it would have been different if being sick, coming home to a house that was already cleaned and organized like I kept it. But the home flooded in 2019 while I was sick. And there's been other things just piled on and piled on and piled on, and no one helped us. No one in the community helped us. No one in the pews. No one at JW.org helped us. JW.org does not help people in their pews. No, they don't. I mean, yeah, you know, changing out some shirts sometimes from a closet or things like that, or if you've got extra eggs and trade them out for radishes or something in a garden. Not saying sometimes that doesn't happen, like, you know, but you can volunteer for something your whole life, 90 hours a month at times, 30 hours, 60 hours, you know, your kid's doing it too. And my kids got tired of being free labor, and it's like, and finding out how the organization came about and what we were taught. What I was taught growing up is not what history books and encyclopedia, and then legal cases are coming out. So no wonder I didn't have help, you know, it being sick. No one came to visit, things like that, because I spoke out against things. I wanted generations and generations, I wanted it stopped. I wanted things to be better for everybody. Boy. And I'm telling you, you could be gang stalked. You're made fun of, you're mocked. They got on all my social medias and just would, I mean, they claim they hated me so much, but just stalk, watch everything. I mean, I had an elder and his wife come with a notebook, we're suing you for this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and I was like, what? You're not the only one that has studied with big families. Like, everything that Out of 12 things, only 2 of them pertain to them people. Only 2. Like, what? Mm. And my mom, who's the regular pioneer, monitor, watching everybody, she's got to have somebody bad to talk about all the time. So she goes and tells the elders, this is what she's doing, this is what she's doing. Da, 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 da. I wasn't doing any of that. Like, oh, the amount of stress and 24 years of marriage and trying to figure out with him, and things are not done correctly on that end. Last year's taxes went strictly in his bank account when it said "and" on it. This year, he forged my name on tax papers. That's in his bank account with only his name on it. So, that's IRS fraud. And that's IRS fraud, identity theft on the federal fraud level, right? So, trying to figure all that out with everything that's gone on that I can't even get into. And I didn't find that out until after he went to jail. He still has not owned up to it. So, and I kept telling the DA, I need to know if he owns up to it, because if he owns up to it, then if he says, look, I did this, and this is why I wanted to, his life, you know what I'm saying? Right? So, but he's not even owned up to it. He's saying, I'm the mental one, I'm the crazy one. Yes, there are times I'm stressed. I cannot handle, I have 5 children. They were all babies at the time, right? With medical health, I can't handle outside stress. I can't do 30 and 60 hours a month out in field service, plus going to every single meeting, getting ready for every single, I cannot physically, my body says enough. And I have to have a lot of rest and a lot of downtime. I have to listen to my mind, my body, and my soul. Okay? And when I get too much and overwhelmed, yes, I have. Stop! Leave me alone. Stop. Okay? Oh. But if I say something, oh gosh, you're feeling sorry for yourself. I don't say something. I've had brain aneurysms, multiple, and I've survived. I don't need to have another one. I'm trying so hard not to. I'm just trying to stay peaceful and calm. Peaceful and calm. Oh. Y'all, it just feels like I'm hoping and hoping and hoping, and I'm praying, and I was in my Bible studies, to help. But what I'm trying to tell you is, it's hard. Multiple brain aneurysms, my heart and my lungs. I've had embolisms in both. I have a hole in my heart. I've had multiple stomach bleeds. My femoral arteries in both my legs, there's been a total of 11. And I need them redone, but my body hurts. I'm not supposed to say anything. Emotionally, physically, I'm exhausted. I have never had a vacation, not really. We did take one trip as a family, but it was strictly what he wanted. There was not one place I said I wanted to go. I got to go. All 3 museums I wanted to go to. No. Art museums. We can't do it. I can't. No, that ain't gonna work. Oh, and I I tell them, and I don't have bad kids. I don't. It's just they don't. I'm not supposed to complain. I'm supposed to do their laundry, cook their meals, clean their kitchen, and because I'm not able to, and they're having to do it, then they're like, that, I want to go live over there because the grandma over there does all their laundry. That's literally what one of my sons said to me, and the other one said, well, that's a good point, right? You know, it is nice when someone else does your laundry. The other one says, and that mom cooks a lot more than you, and it tastes good. I was 82 pounds. I couldn't even stand the smell of food, okay? And I know a lot of it is their children and they're growing up and it, you know, and emotional and stuff. But some of it is just harsh feelings. And it's coming out because it's what they truly mean. And a lot of it's because my mom has put me down so much. They've heard it. They've heard the innuendos. My husband started back associating with my mom, and when they didn't get along for a long time, he's seen my health improving. Our relationships are improving. We start going back around, you know, trying to get involved with the organization, but also trying to say, hey, this is all we can handle. We're doing what we can. You know, we got to do more public. I can't. Public. I can't. Walked from the stage and publicly humiliated and shamed, and then looked at the home, and then downgraded me as a wife, as a mom. Never once did they go to the hospitals. Never once. I can't. There are times I'm like, oh, I can't handle nothing else. I can't handle no noise or anything. My head, it's burning. My heart is burning. Everything's like, this, stop. Oh. I just, we need to be there for each other. Hold hands and really love each other, not mock each other. Oh. Oh, I tell you what, y'all, I don't even know, but it's gonna, everybody just, we're gonna have to pray and oh. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I just can't.